I should have did that on the With Your Old Ass podcast episode. Good thing that ain't making the cut.
The Feezy.
I got the itchy ear. Welcome back to another episode of Real Talk with Tay. I'm your host, of course, Miss Tay Nicole. And as you guys know, this is one of my lovely co-hosts that I like. Well, one of
One of my lovely co-hosts. Who else you got as a co-host?
my mom and my sister. They ain't been on the show yet, but they coming. Not this show. They'll be on the other show, but not this show. Well, maybe this show. Maybe. I think it'll be a fun time to have my mom on the show to talk about the TV shows we watch in common. I think that'd be dope. Would y'all like to see my mom on the show? I'm gonna ask her if she want to do it because it'd be a good time. But anyway, this is my lovely co-host for Which Old Ass podcast.
I'm sorry.
Who comes over here every now and again to just talk the shit and shoot the shit with me. This episode's probably not gonna be too long, 20 or 30 minutes, hopefully, because I got shit to do. And I know you're probably like, why are we not getting episodes on Friday like we're supposed to? Your girl been busy trying to get business in order, trying to get my insurance business off the ground. It's just been a lot. Okay. So unfortunately, I've been having to find time. Okay. But next week, I hopefully can get the show back on track and get y'all what y'all need. Okay. Well, like I said, welcome back to another episode of Real Talk with Tay. I'm your host, Miss Tay Nicole. This is my lovely co-host from Which Old Ass Podcast, Mr. Pac Manley.
Hello.
He's just here just to be here because he don't have no clue what we talking about today. I barely know what the hell we talking about today because we're not talking about a specific episode at all. We're not talking about a TV show in specific. We're not talking about none of that. We actually are talking about if we still have TV shows that bring us together. So let's jump right on into it. Yes, I'm gonna use my phone to keep me on track because sometimes I'll be going off the rails. So, quick question, Peck. When was the last time you watched a show that had everybody talking about it?
Yesterday.
When I say everybody, I mean everybody. People, every person that you know.
Yesterday.
What show was that?
Well, it's not a good. I'm gonna say never. To be truthful.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't watch stuff like a lot of stuff I watch. Not everybody watches.
So, like back in the day, when we used to watch like Living Single, Martin.
No.
No.
Nope.
I guess you grew up in a different time zone.
I'm just saying, like a lot of my friends wasn't all black.
Touche. But they had to watch Friends at least.
Yeah, but then my black friends didn't watch Friends.
What?
Yeah, there's people that didn't. You know.
Hell no.
Like I'm saying.
Really?
Yeah.
Cause my black friends and my family, we watch Friends, Living Single, and Living Color, Different World, The Cosby Show, Martin, My Wife and Kids, Everybody Hates Chris.
Right, but to not be very specific about your answer, I'd say yesterday, even though like you and Terrence don't watch Raising Kanan, but everybody else I know
Watches Raising Kanan. Yeah. And that's good though, because in a way, we do still have shows that we can all talk about. Hands down, Tyler Perry is probably one of the biggest producers of TV shows that people still talk about. Like a group of us can still come together and talk about. Sistas, the team. Some people watch Ruthless. I don't watch that shit. The Oval, House Payne, Assisted Living, and so forth and so forth.
Mm-hmm. And now 50's coming up right behind them.
And I'm about to say that. And then you got 50 Cent with Power Book 2, Raising Kanan. Force. I don't know about Force.
Force. Yeah, those people still watching Force. Those.
Okay.
Because it's all still part of the Power universe.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I do want to watch this new show.
At some point, at in the beginning, BMF was a talk of the town.
Yeah.
Then BMF fell off. Honestly,
I
for
was about to
me,
say, the Diddy documentary.
yeah. I think BMF fell off after season 2
Of course, that's why they ain't come back with nothing. Because I'm not gonna get into that because I don't know the full story of it. But you know,
because I'm be honest with you, we watched season 1. Did we watch season 2?
mm-hmm.
We
It was
watched,
summer season 2.
yeah, and that was it. Um, mm But there's shows that I haven't watched that people talk good about, like Paradise. People say Paradise is a real good show. Breaking Bad, they said that's a real good show.
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch Shameless, but I ain't gonna lie. I think after like season 6 or 7, I started watching Shameless. And it's not because the show was bad. It's just because I grew into watching other TV shows. Now, one thing I never was into was like reality TV. I was never really into reality TV at all.
I was depending on the reality of the TV because some flavor of loves. Oof.
Yeah, stuff like I didn't really. I ain't gonna lie. I watched
For
it,
the
but
love of Ray J. Ooh. I
I
love New
watched it
York.
because my household was watching it. That's the reason why I watched it, because the household was watching it. But for the most part, I Love New York was funny. But Flavor of Love, Chance and Real, they show, um, The Housewives, Basketball Wives, Jersey Shore, Mob Wives, all them shows, but like all them shows, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I really didn't care to watch that shit
Like,
because I grew up on scripted television, right? So every time I see reality TV show, I automatically assume it's scripted. Like Love and Hip Hop, I feel like that shit was scripted. Some of them say it wasn't. Some of them say some of it was scripted. Some of them say all of it was scripted. Ain't none of my business. But I don't know.
one of my favorite shows back then that I always wanted to be on, and I think I'm probably too old to even be on there now, was Real World.
Oh, I did watch that.
I used to watch that. Used to watch that season by season by season.
Let me stop lying to y'all. I did watch Real World. That was actually a good ass reality TV show. I just think that when it comes to like TV, I feel like we don't have that one show that everybody just talks about.
That's because there ain't really because everything's streaming now.
I was getting ready to get to
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry.
No, you good. You dropped on into where I was getting ready to lead to, because that's true. We went from having scheduled times to watch a show. So you had to watch it at that time. Because if
Mm-hmm.
you didn't, and you know everybody else watched it at that time, you're going to be the outcast. You're not going to know what to talk about. You're not going to know what happened. You're not going to know shit besides what they tell you. And then you're going to be mad because now you got to act like you watched it too. Or you got to be like, nah, I ain't watched it. I missed it. You got to do one or two.
Right, just like yesterday, I had to scroll past a few things because they just kept talking about Raising Canaan and the events that happened on there. So I was like, oh, whoa, nope, 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 nope. And another thing, I know y'all. Well, I don't mean to be taking over the show, but
Go ahead.
I know y'all. Like to get on Facebook, Instagram, MySpace, Snapchat, whatever, and talk about the shows that you watch and want to share with the people what you just saw with your eyes. But just because you was up at 1 o'clock in the morning when the show dropped, don't mean I gotta wait till I get off of work later that night to watch it, and I want to see everything. You know what I'm saying?
But nowadays,
People just be ruining stuff.
it's so much about content building, and everybody wants that view rating, that click rating. And don't get me wrong, shameless plug. Please hop over to With Your Old Ass Podcast and run us up. But anyway, um, honestly, y'all can be mad at me if y'all want to. But people like Tyler Perry and 50 Cent changed the game of television again. Because for the longest we had what Grey's Anatomy, NCIS, Criminal Minds, Bones. Those were the prominent shows. Supernatural. Those shows ended up taking over, for a while. And all Tyler Perry at the time had was House of Pain. And Meet the Browns wasn't that strong of a show. But House of Pain was the only black show that was still running concurrent against all the other shows. There weren't too many other black shows running. I mean, look at House of Pain. It's on like season 14, 15, 16 or somewhere around there. It's still running, right? And the thing for me is, it was a time where I knew what time House of Pain was coming on. I needed to watch it. Now, like I said earlier, I watched Supernatural. I watched Friends. I watched Prison Break. The only other show besides Tyler Perry show that was black that I watched was Lincoln Heights. I was in love with Lincoln Heights, and I think it was because of the fact that there was no other black show out there anymore. Because once my wife and kids went off, I felt like we lost more black television. And I believe Lincoln Heights and My Wife and Kids might have been on around the same time. One might have lasted a year or two longer than the other one. But I felt like once we lost those, all we had was Tyler Perry. Because what other black show was prominent besides House of Pain?
You mean like? What do you mean like? Oh, okay, because you say black show.
I'm talking about predominant black cast,
Okay.
written by a black person, produced
Right,
and everything.
That's what I was gonna get to. That's what I was alluding to.
Now, don't be wrong. I know what y'all about to say. That some of the black shows we used to watch, like Living Single, Martin, and them, that was still predominantly black. They might have had a few specks of snow in there, but they were predominantly black. Cosby Show, still predominantly black. The cast was predominantly black. And actually, did they have white people on that show?
Oh well.
The Cosby Show.
Yeah.
They did.
Rudy had a little white friend.
No, I'm talking about they was considered like a reoccurring actor.
Yeah, that's what I said. Rudy had a friend that was white. They used to come over the house. There was an older gentleman, older white man that used to come over to the house and chill with Bill and stuff. Yeah, they had they had some reoccurring white people on the show.
I gotta go back and watch it because I don't remember that.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe but you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. Over time, I realized how much of the shows we actually did miss. Like, there's a lot of episodes of The Cosby Show I missed. A lot of episodes of The Fresh Prince that I realized when I went back and rewatched The Fresh Prince, I realized how much of that show I actually did really miss. Like, there was a lot of it that I was like, damn, I don't remember seeing this episode. But there's a lot of it that I seen.
I didn't miss none.
I want to say most of season 1 and half of season 2, I was like, I don't remember seeing this.
I didn't miss none. I was at home Thursdays at 7:00, Sundays at 7:00. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's why I missed it.
NBC, WB, UPN. You know, I was there for those.
That explains why I might have missed some of the shows. Because Thursday night, school night, I wasn't big on watching TV like that on school nights. I was upstairs in my room either doing homework or minding my business and getting ready to go to bed.
Yeah, you know, I remember them going to sleep on Friday nights early so I can wake up early Saturday morning to watch X-Men.
Look at him waking up early to go watch X-Men. When I'm waking up early to go watch dishes and not dishes, I'm sorry, mom, and play that late. Go wash the dishes late. But clean up the goddamn house from top to motherfucking bottom.
Yeah, and then as soon as the X-Men go off, go right back to sleep.
This nigga had to go back to sleep.
Hey.
Mama, we need to talk.
Because we did our predominantly cleaning on Sundays.
No, Mama didn't give him no damn.
Yeah, my mom was probably too hungover to clean on Saturdays.
We cleaned baseboards, walls, mopped the floors, deep cleaned the counters, the kitchens, the refrigerators, deep cleaned the bathroom, the sink, tub, toilet, deep cleaned the basement if we needed to. We cleaned that house from top to bottom. The only thing we did not touch was the back half of the house because that's where my parents stayed. We was not permitted, or nor did we were required, or let alone did they even mention to clean that back half. My mom used to always say, "This is our domain. That is not your responsibility."
Yeah, we did all that too, but on Sundays.
Child, did y'all do it every Sunday?
No.
See, we did it every weekend.
Nope.
Only time we didn't have to is if like that week we really just nobody was at home for real, so the house didn't get used a lot. Other than that,
But then again, you know, it was
or it
only,
was the summertime.
but
Summertime we didn't have to do it that much.
it was just me, my mom, and her boyfriend.
I mean, not summertime. Sorry, I said it backwards. School time we didn't have to do it that much, but
So
summertime,
there wasn't that many people in the house to get the house messed up.
it was always at least 5, 6 niggas in the house. No, I was playing.
Exactly.
I
But
was playing.
yeah,
There
you know
wasn't
what
that
I'm
many
saying.
niggas in the house at the time.
Well, yeah, it was just me, my mom, and her boyfriend that was in the house. Sometimes Nene would come and come visit for the summer or something.
Yeah,
But yeah, most thing that was probably dirty in the house was probably my room.
I kept my room clean. I ain't like no dirty room. But he could tell you I got slight OCD problems. Like,
And then plus, my mom was a neat freak, so ain't too much deep cleaning because she's already cleaning anyway. So
you know what's strange about me being? This is off topic. Yeah, but y'all know how I am. You know what's a little bit strange about me being a slight neat freak, or not neat freak, but an OCD freak, is that I'm the type of OCD person that if I can ignore it, I'll ignore it. But once I can't ignore it no more, I go full throttle. And it's ridiculous. Like I'm about to change my whole streaming setup all over again because I don't like it. I don't like it. I think I want to sit straight and not curved or curved. It's a crazy term to use in this day and age. But anyway, back to the show. But one thing about one thing about back in the day and watching TV was like he said earlier, knowing that this show come on at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. It was something about knowing that you had to be there at that because you didn't want to miss the beginning. You wanted to hear the intro. Like back in the day, you wanted to hear the intro, the theme music to the shows. Nowadays, not so much. The only theme song I think I like is Miss Pat's She's a Grown Ass Woman, and then Zatima's Love Ain't Perfect. Like I like those theme songs. There are all the other theme songs I ain't been a big fan of.
Raising Canaan theme song, I love.
I did love Power when Joe did it. No shade to you, Trey Songz, because I know you just got paid to do the song real quick. But you did not need to do that. You should have turned that down, baby. You should have been like, "Now you know this ain't gonna work
The
out."
only thing I don't like about the Raising Cane theme song is the second verse.
I ain't never heard it because believe it or not, I've never watched Raising Kanan.
NLE Chopper's on the second verse.
I love NLE Chopper.
I like him too. I like him, but I just don't think he fits the song.
I'll have to hear it, but that means I will be watching the episode actually.
No, they don't play the second verse on the show. Like you probably have to go stream.
I actually have to go listen to the song.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. But like once his verse comes on, it's like, ooh.
I'm gonna have to listen to it.
Well, we can do it right now.
But you know what? I will be giving you guys a review of the show finale.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna watch the show finale and give y'all my honest opinion on the show finale. Granted, I never watched the show at all, but he could tell y'all I probably can predict everything that probably happened in that show. These shows are too predictable. I think that's my biggest issue.
Mm-hmm.
Is that these shows are too predictable. Now, I know what people thinking. You watch Tyler Perry shows, they're predictable. Not all the time.
Hey, everybody got their own bag.
No, not all the time. Because I'm be honest with y'all, what happened in oh damn. I ain't talked to y'all about that yet.
But regardless of anything, everybody got their own bag. Like she watches Tyler Perry shows, I necessarily don't. I watch the Power shows, she necessarily don't.
Yeah, because the only one I ever watched was the original one.
OG Power. And I've watched every single, book from Power. And I will be watching Power Origins and Power Legacy when they come out. You know what I'm saying? I like it.
I think what did it for me was them killing Ghost. Or did they?
Yeah, Ghost is dead. Omari's not coming back to the show, so yeah, Ghost is dead.
Well, no.
He's dead. I'm sorry to say.
Because if Tasha can talk him into coming back, he might not be. That's why they left it the way they left it.
He's dead. Yeah, and they left it showing him a headstone and all that. And him leaving a note to Tariq saying, I knew your little black ass was going to end up in jail.
You know, it's so crazy because I never watched Tariq's show either, Power Book 2. I never watched it, but I was able to guess what was going to happen and how it was going to happen.
It was cool.
And it's crazy how you don't have to watch something to guess what's going to happen. That's when you know the show is too damn predictable.
The one thing... Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say the one thing I am glad they didn't do with the Power is give Rashad Tate his show. I wouldn't have watched that one. I didn't really care.
Yeah, what the fuck would he need a show for?
They was going to do it.
For what?
I guess the politics.
We don't need that shit.
Exactly.
Ghost is dead.
Like at the end of the official OG Power, and they did the after credit scenes where they showed, you know what I'm saying, Power Origins, Tommy Force, and then they showed, you know, Tariq, and they also did something for Rashad Tate. And I'm like,
they still might do it if they. I'm gonna tell you why they probably didn't do it, because it probably was gonna be like a flashback in time before Ghost was murdered, and because he don't want to do it.
It could have been nice if it, you know, maybe if they had it where Rashad was back when he was a cop, like that could have been a pretty decent show. And then his transformation from being a cop into politics.
Yeah.
Like, but him doing politics after the events of Power, don't nobody want to watch that. Yeah. And I'm not going to say don't nobody want to watch that, because there probably is people out there that want to watch that because they're big fans of Lorenz Tate. But, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to watch that. His brother got killed and all that.
It's crazy because it was his real brother, too.
Yeah. But his brother
that's some grimy shit.
His brother didn't get killed on Power, though. Got killed on Ghost, I believe. Yeah, it was Ghost, I believe. Tariq show.
Book 2? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know the crazy thing about these shows is, yes, we know that. Let me put it this way. Since a lot of the stuff is on streaming services, and we all know what time they drop most of the time, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, midnight, depending on where you live, sometimes 9 o'clock. But the problem I have is that although it's still like a scheduled time, so to speak, it's not like it used to be back in the day. Like on cable, my mama still got cable, right?
Oh, they still, I know Hulu still has it where they run it like the scheduled times.
No, I get that. I get that. What I'm saying is, like, back in the day, you only could watch that show on that specific network. Unless it was sold to multiple networks, which AKA meant that one network owned all of those networks, and that's why it was visible there. For example, with Tyler Perry's House of Payne. House of Payne originally was aired on TBS. TBS ended up, I guess, dropping contract because he went over to Oprah's OWN, and it was, you know, on OWN. Then it got dropped off of OWN and got picked up by BET.
I see what you're saying, because I remember like when OG Power was out, you could watch it on Stars, you know what I'm saying, when it dropped, and then you'll have to wait a week to watch it on Hulu. So with everybody, you're hearing everybody talk about what happened, and you don't got Stars, you got Hulu, so you got to wait a week, and you're trying to avoid everybody's conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I do remember that, and I was thinking about that the other day. It was like, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, they dropped the show, but they dropped the show on their multiple streaming services at the same time.
I just think that I think another thing that we're missing for us as a Black community is cultural representation. I feel like the only two writers that have stayed consistent is Tyler and 50 Cent. Or at least keeping Black actors and actresses on the screen. Kenya Burris, he's been doing his, I think that's how you say his name, right?
Yeah,
He's also been doing his Thug Thizzle, because he's also been supporting DR from Detroit, which the new season finally fucking dropped, and I'm so lit. We'll be talking about that soon.
Yep, he helped Vince get his show.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Even though they canceled his show.
Mm-hmm.
Just trash. Because I only watched like 5 or 6 episodes of his, and I like the show.
Yeah. I can
His
see
crazy
where
ass mama.
I can see where with season two it did a little bit, went a
But
little
that's
bit
what
off the
that. But
rails,
that's
but
to me, honestly, that's when you go, okay, who was writing on season one? Who wrote on season two?
yeah.
Because if season one did great, but season two didn't do so great, okay, we need to revert back to season one's writers, bring them back into the table. And no offense to you, season two writers, but y'all ain't doing a damn thing. Goodbye. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why a lot of times streaming network has boosted a lot of these shows, because realistically, like honestly, I love me some TP, and y'all know I love me some Tyler Perry. Sistas has made it to season 10. Zatima is on season 4, going on season 5, right? He's got a show called The Oval and a show called Ruthless. Ruthless would have been canceled if it was on regular network.
Mm.
That show is so chaotic. I only made it through 5 episodes of season 1. And I don't even think it's really a full 5, because the show is just too chaotic. And because how regular television works, they have to air it in rotation, right? Now, don't get me wrong, they still air Ruthless in regular TV rotation. However, it's on a streaming platform as well. So, which means people can choose to watch that show at their own leisure and don't have to worry about what time it's coming on cable, which is what keeps that show running.
All right.
That is what saved a lot of these TV shows. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Zatima and Sistas definitely is going to get their money's worth. I don't know how much longer of Sistas he's gonna keep it up, because it made it to his golden number. 10 is the golden number. If y'all don't know, in television history, if you make it to 10 seasons, that's considered a golden number.
Damn, that means the Simpsons are platinum then.
Yes,
Because
they are.
they're like on season 30.
Once you make it, if you make it to 10 seasons, you are golden. That means your show stood longer than what people would have anticipated it to. Now, that show originally started on just cable. It didn't get to a streaming platform until BET Plus became a thing. Because I believe all the other streaming networks that had it, they had to wait till the season was over to upload the full season.
Mm.
Whereas BET Plus, they had to wait the same thing, but the only difference was in the beginning they was dropping it soon after the season ended on regular BT. The other streaming networks had to wait like 2-3 weeks after it ended to upload it. Except for I think Paramount Plus. Or not Paramount Plus. What was the other one? I forget.
You want to know something? A thing that I like is like when a TV show drops
Uh-huh.
and it doesn't necessarily catch on with folks. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, Interview with a Vampire
Mm-hmm.
came out in 2024 on AMC.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The cable network. It didn't really like pop like that
Until they got on the streaming service.
until it dropped on Netflix, and that's when everybody started watching it. And then when they noticed them numbers, that's when they went ahead and greenlit uh, the Vampire Lestat.
Yeah. Because the streaming services have re-amplified television watching. We grew up in an era of where you better be in front of the TV at 7 o'clock,
And if you don't catch it, you gonna have to wait until the reruns
and
get
no telling
shown.
when the rerun, because it may not come on tomorrow. It may come on next week.
Yeah, it might not come on till next fall or next the spring or over the summer
Because
or
back
something.
in then they was running them shows concurrent. Like you had to watch, you had to, and it just suck ass if you miss one episode, because you might not get to see, like we said, we might not get to see that next episode until next week, 2 weeks from now, or
Yep.
you might have to try to catch it on another weekday. It just
Yep.
depends on how they decide to air it.
Like I remember doing illegal stuff and running in the house to go watch The Wire.
Crying.
And then after The Wire went off, went back to doing illegal stuff.
But I say this to say, and thank you, Pac, for doing the show with this episode with me today. But I say this to say that TV has evolved, right? And because of it becoming an involved program, if you will, it has changed so much that some of us who are used to the old days are not ready for all the glitz and glamours and the changes of having to get this streaming network to watch this show, that streaming service to get this show. Like it does at some point become relatively too much because we have Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, Hulu, Netflix, um,
Prime.
Prime.
And then I got those other ones, the Black Network ones that I got.
Yeah, Tubi. We got at least 10 different streaming services. And I know what you're thinking. Well, that was y'all choice.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
But I remember back in the day of just simply having to turn it on.
Man, I remember being on punishment on the weekend and sitting in the house and just waiting to see what movie came on at 12 o'clock. And then what movie came on at 2. And then what movie came on at 4.
My days used to be lit. Watching Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful with my grandmama. Lovely. But I'm not saying that the new updates and changes are bad. I do appreciate the streaming services because it gives me opportunity to know that even if I missed that episode, I can go turn it on and watch it. But I do still miss the whole idea of, oh, my show's coming on. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I gotta go ahead and go watch my show. I do miss those days. But at the same time, it's a new day and age. But television has changed forever. It's not like it used to be. Damn, we ain't even got Blockbuster no more. Radio Shack.
The WB network, UPN. I'm sorry.
No, for real. Like it's so much stuff that it's just what Justin Timberlake saying the T.I. song, "Dead and gone, dead and gone," and oh, I've been okay. I'm sorry, I went too far. But no, as always, put in the comments whatever if you want to watch a TV show or a movie. Let me know. I'll be glad to get with you on that. I do appreciate everyone who has subscribed to the channel, whether you're here for Black History, you're here for podcasting, whether you're just here to see this beautiful face. Either way it go, I appreciate y'all wholeheartedly. I love y'all. And I don't know, I just want to thank y'all for being here and supporting. I think we're at like 800 and something plus subscribers on Real Talk with Tay. And I want to say which oldest this podcast is like at 180 something, 190. So either way go, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's just keep growing as a family. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.